Okay, it says it's live.
Oh,
You see
okay.
it?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know if it was a lag time, but it was live. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Oh no,
My
the
fault.
YouTube says it's waiting for Lakers traffic. I need to refresh. Let me see. Hold on, right quick. Okay, yeah, we're live. We're live.
Okay.
We're live.
Shit.
The universal language for Black people.
Because we got y'all in here
on a Wednesday, and I know for a fact that this probably won't be the last time we talk about him.
No, because it's still developing.
Yeah, there's still a lot of things out there. The whole thing is that, do we not at some point in your life think that I've probably put my hands in the cookie jar too many times? Let me stop right now. Because the one person that really comes,
such an elevated ego.
You feel you're a god.
Once you get
especially when you're connected too, right?
But somebody told me you can get away with something a million times. You only need to get caught once.
And when you get caught that one time,
every time you keep getting away with it, it just inflates the ego. The ego just gets
bigger and bigger.
Fucking inflated, like to the point where
you feel like you're invincible.
I can't get caught. Shit. And even when I do, I pay them off and they shut the fuck up.
His worst. I wouldn't even call it his worst thing, but I guess the blessing for a lot of victims was
a hard time.
Him getting with Cassie, right? Because without Cassie
opened up the.
I don't see other people that he's dated, and I don't want to allude to the fact that he was dating Young Miami, but he was involved with her. I don't see her doing what Cassie did, right? Like Young Miami. I can see Young Miami walking away, and I feel like she would do a lot more for them. Like, well, she got to maintain this lifestyle she got.
She's a bad representation
Who?
Of Black women. Carisha.
And I feel like
why do you say that?
They sleep on JT.
Why you say that?
Because,
JT's quiet.
So I feel like she just takes this lightly. It's no way I'm finna still be with a nigga and you've done all this. It's just
No. They're not. She distanced herself from once,
but she's not denouncing him either.
Exactly.
She's.
Anytime somebody asks anything on Twitter, she responds with something stupid. She's just young and dumb and ignorant.
I think she just don't want that money. She don't want that money to stop coming in.
That allowance. I don't like the fact that you allowed a nigga to come in and you started as a rapper. You don't even rap no more. JT went solo. She's going on to a solo this summer.
She started a talk. She started a podcast.
Carisha, doesn't she act now?
Horribly, yes.
Everybody said that. We talking about the BMF.
Yes.
Everybody says that about that scene.
But she getting the check though.
She was on 2 episodes.
And I think her connection is. I think her connection is through Diddy. No, BMF is 50. 50 and Diddy are sworn enemies. I don't know how she got on that show then.
I don't know how she earned it because her acting was so
Yeah, and I know he takes Lala everywhere he goes.
Well, I mean, she might be trying to, he might be trying to do things.
She's just dumb. Her podcast been stopped. He done sold his rights to Revolt. You messed up the bag you started with. JT don't fuck with you no more. You weren't the strongest rapper, so you go solo is not going to
She going in on her right now.
I mean, she had to do.
Because I don't like when women allow, at any level, you allow a man to come in and fuck with you. He's supposed to be an addition. Not everything I had going on, I stopped because you here.
Like how Jay-Z did with Beyonce, right? He still let Beyonce be that star up there.
But you have to. But
this man leave. What do you?
But you have to. But you. I'm not going to completely just throw her under the bus because she had to do what she had to do. This man. I know. I say
this man. We're talking about Diddy.
No, I didn't say she didn't have a choice. I said she did what she had to do.
She did not do. She didn't have to.
Well, in her mind, that's what she felt she had to.
Okay.
You mean she did what she wanted to do?
Okay,
not what she had to.
Okay, you can put it like that then. But the thing is, a billionaire, right? Because he's a billionaire, isn't he? Diddy's a billionaire, right? I think so, right?
A very high multi. I don't know. Right now he's giving thousandaire, but it's
well, by the end of this day, by the end of this day, he won't even be a thousandaire if it all comes out to be true.
Are you trying to say Soulja Boy is richer than Diddy right now?
But a dude,
Diddy on the phone calling everybody. Let me get my 50,000 back. Carisha, give my money.
let's just say that he's a billionaire. If he is, let me know in the comments if he is.
He's worth $1 billion. Yeah, he's a billionaire.
if he's a billionaire, a guy comes to you, you're a rapper, and with artists nowadays, artists don't get paid like that. Artists don't get paid like that.
City Girls are making money.
So
they at the time they were the only rap like females. Lotto wasn't popping at the time. Meg wasn't popping at the time.
Oh,
Cardi and Nicki had they beef going on. So City Girls would jump on 1-to-1 and make their money. And plus they was under a very powerful Atlanta record label. That had Lil Baby. Quality that had Migos. So they was always going to eat by being on all these people's tracks.
Okay, but the thing is, you're going to eat, right? So she was doing the same thing. She trying to eat. Diddy is literally funding this girl's lifestyle. Got her podcast. Did all this stuff for her.
Lil Uzi was
you're telling me she was going. You telling me, hey, you telling her being in whatever type of situationship that they were in, she was going to make more money than being with Diddy.
She would have
any other situation. But my thing is that she's.
Did she think that with a bag?
But what she's thinking.
Somebody else's money ever. It doesn't matter.
That's what a lot of people do nowadays. A lot of people bank on. I didn't say it made it okay, but we're not going. But we can't.
If it's not okay, why are you arguing about it?
But I'm not going to condemn her for making a life choice.
Okay. She's okay for condemning her, and she's a woman.
No, I'm just saying I'm not going to condemn her for making a choice.
I know how that shit go. I know how that shit.
Yes.
I'm a woman. I know.
Okay.
A nigga fun of your life it's not what it sounds like. That shit come with strings at any fucking level.
Of course, nothing in life is free.
As a woman,
and nothing in life is free.
Why are you arguing the fact that it's wrong?
I'm not saying it's not wrong, but I'm saying I'm not going to condemn her for making a decision that ultimately changed her life.
In what way?
In the way that okay, perfect example. She would not have gotten that. She would not have gotten that podcast.
Where's the podcast?
Even though it's, I'm about to say, even though it's nothing
it got
now.
canceled before the allegations.
But I think that they knew. But guess what? I think they knew something was coming up.
No.
No, I do.
That doesn't stop your podcast.
No. I'm saying that
Carisha had her.
Let me finish.
Please
I'm saying that I think that Diddy and her knew something was cooking.
Okay.
When they found out something was cooking, I think that they're trying to sever all ties with one another. In the sense of,
but how does that affect her podcast?
Because it wasn't under Diddy.
No, it was her. He gifted it to her. It was just on Revolt. You could take your equipment to your house to do your podcast.
But I'm saying that the platform, everything was because of Diddy.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Are you telling me she would have gotten that podcast if it wasn't for Diddy?
She would not have been on Revolt if it wasn't for Diddy. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Hey,
Debrat, how you doing?
What's the name of the dude, the Ethiopian guys that had their podcast? Willow and Wallow and Gilly the Kid.
Okay.
Their podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Did they need a rich woman to give them money to start their podcast? Hold on, keep up with me. You're saying that Diddy wanted to sever ties with Carisha?
No, I'm saying that they most likely both of them wanted to just maybe because of all what was going on, to keep the heat off of
what heat was coming to her show. The heat was coming regardless of her because she was always connected to him.
My point, but I'm trying to tell you that we don't know what these people are thinking. They might be thinking I give this to you.
Let me tell you the truth that you don't want to see because you can Google it. Her show was terrible.
I didn't watch the show. I don't know how the show.
That's your era. That's because she's watched it and I've seen it. That's why it got canceled.
Okay.
But you were trying to argue something that you didn't have the facts. When you said they were trying to sever because of the investigation.
I said maybe. I said I don't. It's me guessing.
It had nothing to do with the investigation. We told you.
You didn't tell me it got canceled because it was terrible. You're just now telling me that.
But I told you it was canceled before the investigation. Then you came back and said it was probably coming before.
I said maybe they found something cooking.
Yeah.
I said maybe
her show was terrible. Right?
She wasn't a good host.
She wasn't. The second thing is Young Miami.
So if she's, sorry, go ahead. I was just going to say. So if she was just if she's such a terrible actor, if she's such a terrible host for a podcast, who besides Diddy was going to give it to her?
Why couldn't you just stick with what you started with and continue your rap career?
Okay, you guys are saying this, but you don't know. But why you guys are saying this about Carisha, right? Hold on, chill out, hold on. I'm trying to say that you guys are saying this about Carisha.
Yes.
But how many, and we're just going to stick to women because she's a woman, and you're specifically saying that you shouldn't let a man to take the out. How many women do that?
No. I still want you. I don't want. No,
because my
hold
point,
on. I don't want us to fly away from the topic. I want us to stay on that Carisha.
It's still on the topic.
We'll get to that later.
My point is, I'm trying to bring up is the fact that she made that decision was because she saw a life-changing opportunity for herself, and she took it.
And you're saying you're not going to condemn her for that.
I'm not going to condemn her.
And we're saying we do because her representation is not just her. She affects millions of Black women and minorities that look up to her. And they do. There are a lot of people. You go to her page right now, you can see 15, 16, and 17-year-olds praising her, looking up to her. And then they see her getting with this man that Diddy has been in the news for decades.
But it's not, but this didn't, but when they got together, this wasn't happening.
I just said Diddy has been in the news for decades. They've talked about him. And let me make one thing very clear to you, brother. Carisha wasn't the first person that Puff actually approached. So by you saying that Carisha, you're not condemning her for going to him, I want to make one thing clear. She was the one fish that actually took the bait. He approached many women. Yeah. All these women said, "Oh no, they've told me about you in the industry. I'm not going with. No, I'm good."
So you're saying that she already knew that Diddy was.
She heard his allegations, bro.
We know.
Do you not know that? Do you know? Hold on.
We weren't talking.
Do you know how many people?
We didn't start talking about this until last year.
No, I'm telling you that Diddy has been in the news about this. We've heard about it for like 10.
No, I'm saying that it was not. It was. I'm saying that it was not hot like it was.
Nobody's saying about it being hot or not.
No, but I'm saying that if you're just hearing rumors, nobody came out with proof.
Nobody came out with proof. Let me
proof.
paint the picture actually very clear for you. I see her. Me and you just start the show. I see her. I'm single. I'm like, I want to holler at her. You've known her for 10 years, and you say, bro, guess what? Don't do it. She done been around the block. Right? I don't know this, but you do.
Okay.
And you're telling me. Mm-hmm. You're warning me about the situation.
Exactly.
Right.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. The exact same scenario I'm saying, put that.
And other women have said, even Desi Banks said he was warned, don't go to them Diddy parties.
Oh, I know about that.
What did they say? Denzel leaves a party 30 minutes before it ends?
Yeah.
And he's been at Diddy parties.
Yeah. So
I'm telling you right now that just like we've heard rumors for years about.
As regular schmegulars.
Have you heard any rumors about Dr. Dre?
They know.
Yeah. What kind of rumors have you heard about Dre?
Yep. He's abusive.
And that's a fact because it was in the movie and he's admitted to that. He's apologized for that. So that's a fact, right? So that's not really a rumor.
Right.
He's come out and he's not debunked it. He's admitted to it.
Right.
Has Diddy ever come out to say all this stuff they're talking about? I've never done that.
And all the business tax.
Well, he did.
When Diddy was at the
it's
pool,
all lies.
He said the allegations are false.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When Diddy was at the pool with Meek Mills, what did he call him?
Daddy.
Now everything is like 1 + 1,
like
daddy. And Meek Mill, you could tell.
He calls everybody
Diddy
else
had
daddy.
that power. Power is God. And now I kind of understand.
How many times has 50 Cent said on interviews?
And 50, go to his Instagram page and go all the way back for the investigation.
Look, I agree. Like everybody knows we all know what kind of Diddy. We all know what kind of person the man is.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying that I'm not going to.
Me that she had been around the block, and I decided.
So you're going to condemn her because she's been around the block.
Condemning.
But my thing is, what did? My gosh, you know what? You guys got it. You guys got it. Because my point was just said that I'm not going to condemn her.
Yes, and I said
that's what I said. I said I'm not going to, and y'all are trying to chew my head off.
No.
Because I said I'm not going to condemn her.
You were trying to bring up some sides to this dish that needed to go on this plate.
No, all I said was I'm not going to condemn her for making a life-changing decision.
Okay, then let me also say what you said.
Because when you say it like that, you make it sound positive.
Exactly.
No, I'm
He
not
also
saying.
I also said.
I'm not saying it's right, but I'm not blaming her for making a life-changing decision.
He also said.
As a woman.
He also said they wanted to sever ties because of the investigation.
I said I thought. I didn't say it was fact. I never said it was fact.
Woman, after Cassie put that shit out and you still was seen with him, I'm condemning your stupid ass. As a woman, I'm not going to stay with a man and a woman can write a 96-page paper
And you
about
can
how
feel
this
this.
man has slapped me, abused me,
You can feel this.
shaved my head. I'm
And
going to
you're-
stay with a nigga
That is fine. That is fine.
Oh, so you say
You
you're
acting
not
like I'm saying you should. I'm just
But you say
saying
you're not
that
going to condemn it.
I'm not going
She
to.
deserves
So
to
I
be
should.
So if that was your daughter, you won't condemn it?
No.
If it was my daughter with-
yes,
No.
that got
No.
with Diddy, would
Yes,
you
that's my daughter.
Oh, but now it's Carisha, it don't matter.
Because you. First of all, I know the type of life I'm going to give to my daughter. I don't know
But
what's
you
going on.
don't think
I don't
And
know
that
what's
was your
going.
mistake by
I don't-
judging Carisha.
I didn't judge her. I just said I'm not
You
condemning
said-
her.
Yes, but you said her going to that lifestyle.
I said she went. I said whatever she.
And then I asked you,
You
would
see,
let
now
your-
you're twisting my
and I
words.
said, would you let your daughter do
You
it? You said
twist,
no.
no, you're twisting
But
my
you will
words
condemn
because you
you
just
will condemn your daughter if she does.
because I know the type of life I've given her. There's no point. There's no reason for her to do that.
Like that.
I don't know what Carisha.
You will never be richer
I
than
don't-
Diddy.
That's
So
not,
if he's going to give her a lifestyle, he's going to give her that
but
lifestyle.
she's not. I don't know what Carisha's going through that she said that. You know what? I have to
I
go.
just said Diddy approached multiple women.
I said.
Puff was.
that's not what I'm
Carisha
saying.
was only one.
Tim. You guys, listen to what
We've
I'm
been
saying.
listening, bro.
I'm saying that I'm not going to condemn her because I don't know what she was going through in her life that made her say, you know what?
I need
Upon
this
all
money.
of this stuff that
Uh-huh.
I'm hearing, I'm still going to mess with this.
And can I tell you why she did it?
Money.
Her rap career was going down the drain.
'Cause she
at the
can't
time.
rap.
Her podcast was failing.
Okay.
That's another strike.
No, didn't she get the podcast when she got with Diddy?
Okay, my bad.
No, because she was always going live with that with her best friend
She was
Santana
on
dude.
Santana.
Okay, so
That's
she was
kinda why
she was making money off of that, and that's why she got
was
popular
very
from that.
popular, So she felt she could segue that into
To a podcast.
And sometimes you can't
That failed.
do that.
Where is the money coming in from?
Diddy.
No, she wasn't with Diddy at the time.
Oh.
When
I
her-
thought you were
when her-
talking about.
when her rap career was failing. JT was with Uzi,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
Uzi they were in a relationship.
Yeah,
not a sugar,
yeah.
not a situation. Exactly.
Because I remember because he was looking at Ice Spice, wasn't
And
it?
she got mad.
And she got mad, and did she slap him or something?
She threw the. I think she
Yeah.
threw the
Oh,
phone
she
at
threw a
him.
phone at him.
She
She
slapped
threw a
him with a
phone. Okay, yeah, okay.
For her
Okay.
birthday. He bought her a G-Wagon,
Uh-huh.
right? In Atlanta,
But I can't even front though. Little Uzi Vert the dude is big in the music industry.
I don't understand
He's
it,
big.
but yeah.
I don't get it.
He has
But
his
that
crowd.
man, and he don't even have to rap.
No,
he just got to
it-
show up somewhere.
Oh,
and
he
that
had to
dude
do
get
that
money.
dance. Shawty wanted
And with the stupid ass clothes. Some people are popular
But-
for no
So,
But no.
Her,
Can we also-
So
why won't
JT
Uzi-
get it with
why-
Uzi. Shoot, that's not a bad come up either.
It's not.
Okay.
But guess what? But guess what?
They were in a relationship. They were in a relationship.
Exactly. That's different.
Now,
Now- Diddy walks into any party at any point, at any time, and sees all these up and coming female artists.
Uh-huh.
I guarantee you, he's approached Doja Cat. I guarantee you, he has. Thank you. Doja Cat says.
That would have been a headache though.
Doja Cat says no. I like my white boys.
Bro, not only that, Doja Cat
At
looked like
some
she had
point,
a headache.
he approached Rihanna, and Jay-Z had already put his lock on Rihanna
he
because
said, that's already
Jay-Z.
mine.
That's
He said,
my
that's
no.
mine.
He said that's my investment.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
my body.
That's what I'm saying. That's mine.
You
You can't mess with. You can have anybody in this world,
Allegedly.
but you can't have her.
Why you think Chris Brown hasn't performed anywhere Jay-Z is in?
Yeah, it's not let it go.
And you know who's
No,
in charge of the
he-
Super Bowl?
he got-
You know who's in charge of the Super Bowl performance, halftime performance for the past?
No, not just that. The
Jay-Z.
NBA celebrity basketball.
Jay-Z.
He wasn't
Basketball,
even. You know. They actually invited him to play, and then they said, "You know what? My bad."
They called him and said, "Is this Chris? I hope it went to voicemail. My assistant wants to talk to you."
I want Jay-Z to let that go now. It's been years now. Let it
Not
go.
only that,
loyalty to that woman, it's
no,
insane.
it's a
but
lot.
It's-
but
You
imagine
can
this
tell.
this
you
woman.
can tell it's not Uncle Niece.
Oh, hell no.
But-
You can tell it's that I want to push up on you, but you wasn't with it, so I'm just gonna
But
be your
not
best
only-
friend.
But not only that, that woman.
And then he tried to get a
That
powerful woman,
that woman raked in so much money for him.
No, she didn't.
but you know her.
She raked in a. Come on, let's
you
be
know
real.
she's
It
made
was-
more money
at
off
one-
of her fancy than she did with her music.
Let's remember when
So-
there was a time when it was just Beyonce and you remember that time? It was just Beyonce and then Rihanna,
You're right.
and it was a close second too.
Popularity, you're right. But what I'm trying to say is that the money she's made off of her album is more than she made on her album.
Oh
That's
yeah,
why
yeah,
she
yeah.
has
You're not lying. You're not lying about that.
She
Yeah,
has
you're not
like
lying
these
about
shows she does on Amazon Prime.
where they be showing women in their
She has a
lingerie.
very strong
I'm gonna-
following now. The Navy is almost like the Beehive. They love her.
And at one point, they were going head to head because you never really saw you never
But
saw
she
Beyonce.
was never going to be win that battle.
Oh, she was.
She
like
was
two-
close. No, she was
a
close.
step behind.
I
I'm
know
not
she
going
was
to give
close.
you two. I'm
No,
going to
she
give
was-
you one step behind.
She was close, but she was
because
not.
she offered something that was so opposite of Beyonce,
Mhm.
right? She don't sing like Beyonce.
No,
She's very, very.
I don't even think
wanna
I don't
use
even
the
think
word-
she sings better than Beyonce.
No. She doesn't sing. She just. But she moves that body.
She has a sex
Her
appeal.
body's natural.
She has a
that
sexist appearance.
accent. Show me one female R&B or whatever that had an accent from like the Caribbean. Why do you think they jumping on Tyler like that? Tyler, the girl from
That
South
is a
Africa.
nice. That is a nice.
You saw
accent.
her on that Kai,
Kai Cenat.
and he tried to holler at her.
Yeah.
She said, "Oh no,
She's like, no, we're just friends.
No, I go back to South Africa. South Africa. I'm going back.
We're
to
just
South-
friends.
I'm going back to South Africa.
We can only be friends.
Let's go back to Diddy.
No, but okay.
And I bet you Diddy would have approached Tyler.
Yeah.
He'd have been take that.
And she's like, no, not my country. My country. You don't do that.
My mother warned me about you.
And a garlic necklace.
Please get away from me. It's crazy though. But it depends on what country you go to. You hear completely different accents,
Of course.
right? South Africans. I'm from South Africa. It's like Ghana.
You know,
I'm from Ghana.
you know somebody
the
that
doctor.
You know somebody that brought something up to me though? It was actually Cat Williams when I watched him on Club Shay Shay. And he was talking about Michael Blackson.
That is his highest
Gross,
rated
bro.
podcast,
It is.
and I can see why. Go ahead, my bad.
It's
But he said
good.
he said that how you going to be African with a fake African accent? And when he
We
was,
talked about that.
yeah, we talked about it. And I was like,
He
He
does
right.
do a fake African accent, and
He
he has a
right.
real African accent. Who does that? That's like me saying, "Hey man, I'm from Africa. I can sound like Africa." And I'm like, no, you don't. You sound like you from Mars. No, so I don't want us to lose.
track of work because we will do that. We
Yeah,
will
yeah.
do that.
So they raided his property.
Yeah.
And they detained his kids.
Wait, are you saying so? You're saying they detained all? Because I think
Every child that was on that property
'Cause
was
he-
detained.
because there's King Cole, there's King Combs, there's Justin. Then I
And
think he has
Quincy.
two daughters,
Yes, Quincy.
Oh, Quincy.
Quincy has been distancing himself because
Mhm.
and then he has two
He wants
daughters.
his real dad.
He has two daughters, right?
His dad said his
No,
twin,
I've
no,
been
he has
hearing
more than
Justin.
two daughters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean,
He has a new baby. He has like a 4-year.
I'm not saying it's true.
Then do
But
this.
somebody pointed.
Do this.
I'm not saying it's true.
Do the bunny.
But I heard that. I heard it might. I don't think it might not be true. I'm
That-
just,
did
I'm
he
just
have
trying to
sex
find the
with-
word. No.
with
That Justin might not even be his kid, bro.
I heard that too. That Misa
His
was-
bodyguard. They say that his
Yeah.
bodyguard is deceased.
Oh my
heard
God.
that too.
They're gonna have to get the body out there.
But everybody-
Actually, no. Quincy?
He don't look like
No,
his
they say it is
mama.
Justin. Because if you actually pull up a picture with
Oh no, Justin is a swole one,
Justin's
right?
the
short
light
one?
skin, the light skinned boy.
I've always said, but look at his hair. It always looks like it's like
He
Mexican.
Looks like his mama.
Oh,
But he looks
and boys
nothing,
usually.
but
do
no,
look like
he
their mom.
looks nothing like Diddy.
He
No,
looks like
you-
his mama.
King Combs, I bet you he looks like
No,
both
no.
Look, he
King
looks
Combs do not look like
Diddy.
Kim. He looks just like Diddy.
Diddy.
Yeah.
So you telling me
But the
none
twin-
of those black G's, none of those dark skinned black G's into that little boy Justin?
I think maybe Diddy was trying to make a baby, and then the bodyguard said, "Get out the way," and then she got pregnant.
Because no, I'm telling you, look up if somebody can point. Actually, I'll find it. I'll send it to you
Please
guys.
do.
I'll send
I
it to
need
you
to
guys.
see a picture
You'll
of his
see
bodyguard.
if you look at the picture of his
Because there are
bodyguard.
also some pictures of Obama's friends that look like Sasha and Malaya a little bit, and they're saying those are her real parents because there's not
I
one
really
picture
hate
on the
y'all,
internet.
bro.
Okay. Everybody live right now.
They say he has four. And JC said he has 4 daughters.
Yeah, he has like a newborn.
Who has-
Diddy had like a baby like a
When?
year or two. Look
From
it up.
who?
Somebody
It
that
wasn't
went in that
Carisha?
bag? Nah. I think that was Carisha's only stipulation.
No babies?
She said you could do anything else.
But you can't put a baby in me.
Don't put a baby in me.
Oh snap!
I'm not having a demon child. I'm not. They raided his property.
Yeah, you
they,
said. And you
they
said.
detained his kids.
Uh,
And I guess you guys hate me using the word his kids because when I said it before the show started, I was hearing they 20, they grown, they
They
this.
are grown as fuck.
Okay, but they still his kids, right?
Yes,
And what
grown
I
as
said
fuck.
is if this was any white man's kids, those kids would not be in handcuffs. They did this for a reason.
the whole investigation, I'm not saying Diddy's innocent of anything, but when you look at how they're supposed to start and do an investigation, they don't arrest people that are not involved with the actual raid. They went to raid his property, not to arrest nobody, or not to arrest anybody. They
So
went
a raid doesn't include making arrests.
no,
Well, they didn't arrest
I
him;
didn't
they
know that.
detained him.
because guess what?
They didn't
That
arrest
same
him. There's a
day,
difference.
the same day, Diddy's private jet was grounded in Miami, and they approached him and questioned him, and he took off. Why didn't they arrest him? Why didn't they put him in handcuffs to search his plane? Because they did search his plane. They searched his property, but they know that man is way too powerful and way too respected in certain industries for them to actually embarrass him like that. He's a very powerful man. For you to be in the industry this long, you're very, very connected.
Very powerful.
Very.
We know.
And that's why he's probably gotten
He
away
was.
with this for a very long time.
Well, I mean,
I
he had
wanna see him
local
go
police.
down.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry. Much as I like him, I want to see him go
I mean, the
down.
person.
A lot of people want to see him go down because he's messed up a lot of people's lives. There's a lady that said she got shot in the eye, and he was responsible for it. Look that up.
Really?
She said she's been waiting for this day her whole life. G Dep, y'all remember him? No, not G Dep, Black Rob. He was one of his artists.
He done passed.
He passed. He said he was looking forward for this day. Craig Mack,
Oh,
another
this-
person, said he was looking forward to this day.
I don't know if it's true, but JC said his plane left without him.
No, that's a lie. Diddy's playing the word. He had his kids in there. Why would they leave without him?
Well,
And then they
Diddy
showed-
wasn't at. Well, Diddy definitely wasn't at either one of the houses.
No. He was on his plane in Miami about to take off.
I thought they
he
found
got
his
grounded.
plane. I thought they found his plane in somewhere in the Caribbean, though.
No, they found his plane in Miami.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought
He was headed to the Caribbean.
Oh, okay.
He has an island, a small island in the Caribbean.
Oh,
Like, he
okay.
owns the island. And that, you know, whenever you say island, the first person that comes to mind to everybody
Jamaica.
knows Jeffrey.
Oh. Well, they're saying it's related to him.
They said he's a black version
This
of
is
him.
the black. He the black Jeff
Mhm.
Epstein.
Well, way worse though,
Damn,
'Cause
I
Je-
thought it was
'cause-
way worse.
because Jeff Epstein wasn't involved with allegedly gun trafficking and sex trafficking. It was
No, he was trafficking.
No, sex trafficking, but it wasn't gun trafficking and drug trafficking. I mean, because now they're saying that he was all because Carisha was actually they're saying that Carisha was involved because she was the one that was bringing
Idiot.
the
Idiot.
the white girl, and I don't mean literally.
Oh,
to the party.
We got grown people. They gonna say, what white girl? Becky, Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears.
Idiot.
Ain't it funny how black people would just take any type of word and just make it a slang?
Yeah,
I got that Britney
I remember.
Spears.
You remember that?
I got that Christina Aguilera.
you remember that
You
shit?
be like, what does that mean?
Well, at
You
the
got two
time,
girls?
no, at the time, we were like, "That's fire! That's some fire
And then
lyrics."
you grow
right
up, people are like, he was talking about coke. I don't do that shit.
there. Coquiana.
I was rapping that in the club like I got it on me too. When you young, you want to be something that you ain't so bad.
You're right.
So they raided this property, and then they detained the kids, and then they took all the electronics and everything, and we're just waiting on the investigation. Right?
Yeah.
What do you think is going to come out of this investigation?
Well, I mean, I think what I really think is going to happen is that Diddy's going to go down for everything that he's done.
He's going to be sentenced to like to life.
To be
or
honest,
time.
I would not be surprised if what happened to Epstein ends up happening to him. I would not be
Somebody gonna
surprised.
Take him out for the release that footage.
But y'all know
And
that there's
because
no
you know what's going to
there's
happen.
no arrest warrant for him right now.
You're right, but you know what's going to happen. And I think one of the reasons why things are going the way that they're going is because they're trying to keep certain people out of the light. If you remember when he's been having all of these freak offs,
Mhm.
that's what they call freak offs.
Yeah, they
That's what they
call
call
him
it. He had rooms in every single part of his house, like every
Mhm.
single part of his house. So whatever you did in his house,
You mean cameras?
yeah, cameras.
Okay.
He had whatever you did in his house, he had it on footage. So there might be people that the government or higher
Allegedly.
ups allegedly there might be people that of the higher ups that don't want them to come out with. I mean, there might be people on those footage, and the higher ups don't want them to come out. They don't want them to be caught. They don't want them to be affected. So what they're going to do is try as much as possible to limit the information that we receive, and just going to make it seem like all Diddy and maybe some of the close people around him. But besides that, the other participants, unless they're like small fry, They're not going to worry about it.
Small fry,
Yeah, small fry.
a little shrimps,
Yeah,
little scrumps.
you know what I'm talking
Can I
about, bro.
can I tell you what I think is going to happen? Investigation going to come back and say we didn't find anything.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. It's too much, bro.
Now,
Because I'm hearing
now these lawsuits
Uh-huh.
are still going to go down. Don't get me wrong, but a lawsuit differs from a police and investigation report. I believe Diddy is so connected that he's already made some phone calls to some people that will take care of this for him. He will lose a lot of money and step away from the limelight for maybe forever because I think he's 50 something years old.
Just wrap it up.
I think
Exactly.
was he 50, 51?
57?
He's
Oh,
in
50.
his
No, he's older than 51.
Oh.
I remember years ago when he celebrated his 50th.
Oh,
I think Diddy's probably 55 or 56, one of those. But I believe that this was his oh crap. The ceiling is like crashing on me right
I
now.
thought you were about to say his farewell tour.
No. His farewell tour would actually be if he gets arrested and he's not going to be in jail while they're building the case. He's going to be on house arrest, right? Which will still allow him to do certain things. They'll do their investigation. Make out. Well, he's not making albums anymore. It'll probably give him a time to spend with his family.
Did he make? He
Made that one album. And
Love?
and that was the first album he had made in like 13
Yeah,
years.
the Love album, right?
So he's going to be on house arrest, and then they're going to go to trial. And at that point, I can't really call what's going to happen because then you have a jury in front of you. But the way I see it going is the raid to me looked like it was supposed to make people talk even more about the situation. But then you tell me at the same time you grounded Diddy in Miami and nobody was arrested. They have yet to come out with, but you're saying that they're trying to hide what they find or they're trying to keep it discreet so that they can keep the investigation as
To a minute,
as smooth as possible, right?
Yeah, and I think not really to make it smooth. Is more to protect certain people because I'm hearing I think we talking about it last week. Cuba Gooding just got out of one. He about to get back what? He about to get another one.
Already there. Cuban Gooding Jr. already has that lawsuit against him for what he allegedly did on a boat.
And now he about to have another one.
Oh.
And then I was hearing, I don't know if he did anything at the parties, but according to the information given out, Prince Harry was there.
Mhm.
TD Jakes was there.
Mhm.
Who else? I mean, they were saying like there were certain politicians.
So let me ask you a question. Didn't they say Jeffrey Epstein also had tapes of all this situation?
Yeah.
How long has Jeffrey Epstein been dead? It's been like 2 years, right?
I think so. Two or three.
Has anybody seen any footage of this tape?
And
Has anybody seen any evidence of anything happening?
when I say the same thing might end up happening to Diddy.
Even the Queen's son, Prince, I think his name is Prince Andrews.
Prince Charles,
No,
the one that's king right now.
no. Prince Charles has a brother. His name is Prince Andrews.
Oh, okay.
King Charles. He's no longer a prince.
No, I thought you were saying him back then. He was
The
still
one
prince.
that was pictured with Jeffrey and an underage girl went live on TV and said, first he said it wasn't him before the
It was my twin. It was my twin brother. It wasn't me.
Do you know how Trump has made you just being a bold-faced liar so cool? When he said, I'll grab her by the, and then right on camera, he said, that wasn't me. It's like, bro, there's only one person that has this voice. Actually, Godfrey can imitate him, but there's only one originator.
Jay Farrell could do the same thing. So there are quite a few people, but they don't look like him though.
Exactly.
They don't look like him.
And they're not in that situation.
Right.
Right. So, you go on camera and you just bold-faced lie. Right. And you expect everybody to believe that what you're saying is the actual truth. When the evidence is out there saying that, no, bro, you're lying.
I mean, the reason and what happened to all the people that were that were supposedly a part of the Epstein case? What happened to them? Ain't a damn thing happened to them.
Donald Trump was still Donald Trump until he got defeated by
They
Biden.
killed him and got rid of all the shit.
That's why I said I won't be
But-
surprised. I won't be surprised
but
if it happens to Diddy.
Listen, Jeffrey was already on the run. He was on his island. He had to come back to America. The moment he landed in New York, they arrested him. While the investigation was still going down, because he never had a day in court.
But they might have had proof though,
proof of what?
of some stuff that was.
I'm
happening.
saying there is proof.
No, I'm saying that when they arrested him, they most likely had
He died in
proof.
2019.
Oh,
2019?
2019. So yeah,
Right before,
About-
right during the pandemic.
they gave him COVID.
No, they gave
him COVID.
they gave him that gave him that hang time. I shouldn't be laughing, but the fact that I was trying to make is that if Diddy at some, because you know he's friends with every race. So I want you to imagine this. Do you know Biden has a son that's really he has a drug problem, allegedly? I want you to imagine
Oh yeah, he should. Yeah,
that man at a club or a party, and he sees Diddy, and Diddy's like, "Oh snap!
take that,
Payday!"
take that.
He's like, Hunter, take that. You want to come back to my crib? Take that. That's like his little his juju. That's what he says. That take that 3 times. You just hypnotize, and so then he says, "You want to come back to my place?" And Hunter is a drug addict, so he goes, right, and then he does what he does. And Diddy has him recorded. This is a very important politician's son. You think any of that information is going to get out?
No.
So this investigation.
Well, it did come out at the end of the day.
What information from Jeffrey Epstein?
No, I'm talking about. I was talking about Biden's son. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
About that came out at the end of the day, but
exactly. But they have not released anything for Jeffrey, and that was in 2019. We're in 2024, bro.
and that's what I'm saying. There's certain people that they're trying to protect.
Diddy is going to be one of them.
No, I'm saying that Diddy's going to be the fall guy. I believe Diddy going to be the fall guy.
They're going to come out and say they didn't find anything. Wow.
I don't think so. Because now I just heard recently, I think it was yesterday or today, they say Cassie's going to help with the further investigation.
I think that he sent a brand new card to her and said, "Love, Kid Cudi," and sorry, this man tried to blow up Kid Cudi's car
Because Cassie belongs to him. Cassie belongs to him. Nobody can have Cassie
Bro.
except him.
At one point, he had Kim Porter, his other baby mama,
They're saying
Cassie,
They're
and
saying-
another woman on his yacht for a vacation.
They're saying that he
Could have popped into any one of their rooms at any point that he wanted to, but Cassie couldn't have any friends.
and that's what. And this is the reason why I don't think he's going to get away with it. He got too much stuff on him.
He's already
They're connecting him.
already
settled
with Cassie.
But no, I'm saying. But recently,
Mhm.
she just said
No.
they said that she's going to cooperate.
I think that's a rumor. You know why I say that? I think that's a rumor. I guarantee you, when they settled and she signed whatever she signed, they told that part of that terms and conditions is you cease to do anything else out of this, and you get this money. And she said, "Okay." The
But
damage has already
I
been
won't
done.
be, but I won't be surprised if they find a loophole, bro.
Not
They-
when you sign.
No, bro.
Do you know how powerful Diddy's lawyers are?
Do you know how powerful the government is,
Yes, and he's part of that. He's connected to the government,
bro? I'm not saying
allegedly.
allegedly,
I don't.
but
You want to drive my
he's-
car home tonight?
Nah, I'm good.
I'm gonna take Uber.
Nah, I'm good.
I think we've been tracked. They know where we're at.
No, but I'm saying I agree. Diddy is a big kahuna,
Mhm.
but there are people that are above him
Yeah.
that I believe he's brought so much attention to this situation that they're going to be like, "Oh, we gotta push our cards in on you."
I want you to be honest. Apart from us bringing up Diddy today, when was the last time you saw Diddy's situation in social media or on the news?
I haven't.
So you're saying that his situation is hot, and I'm telling you it's dying down.
I wouldn't say it's dying.
You
down.
just said you haven't. I said, when was the last time?
I'm talking about before this time.
Yeah, no, before this show we had.
Oh, before the show. Oh no, I was still hearing stuff. I just told you that the Cass. They just said that Cassie was willing to cooperate with the feds.
Who said this?
I saw it on a news thingy, a news blog or whatever. And I
Diddy's
just said, oh.
situation after the raid had the whole hot take has died down significantly. People are still buzzing about it, but people are not really. Whatever they thought they were going to find on him when they raided both properties, they didn't find nothing.
We don't know.
And
that.
then they said
we don't
okay.
know.
they haven't released anything. And then they show Diddy dancing at some restaurant, and then they show him walking at the airport right in front of his private plane, and he looks like there is no care in the world. It looks like somebody called him and said, act as normal as possible, right? It looks like we're going to go to his house, we're going to destroy the place, act like we're doing blah 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 blah. We'll give it about a week or two, and then we're going to come out and say that we didn't find anything on the property, anything substantial. I also believe if he had anything in that house, like you were saying earlier, that Carisha saw this investigation and him and Diddy decided to sever ties. I believe that if he saw this thing coming, he would have cleared both. He would have cleared every house in America and flown that to his island in the Caribbean, right? If you know that you owe me $50,000 and you know I'm going to be in the building and you don't have my money, would you be in the building?
It depends.
Oh, look at this motherfucker. This dude right here. He always likes to find a loophole in everything. You know, one day I asked this dude, I said, if you had no oxygen in your body, how are you going to breathe? You know what he said? With God. He just wanted to find something.
Photosynthesis.
This nigga said, put a solar panel over my head and I'll be alive. I'll unalive myself. Put a Bible on my chest. It'll unalive me. The oxygen will come from the Bible.
God works in mysterious ways, don't he?
Won't he do it?
Yes, he will.
He will send you straight to heaven. We need to wait for the facts to come out, right?
Yes, we do.
We need to also admit that we knew that there was like a bee buzzing about this man for a very long time. So his situation, while it might be surprising to the newer generation, because the newer generation probably don't really know who he is like we know him.
Yeah, they don't.
You know, so for us, we see something way bigger than what they see. This is the equivalent to like NBA YoungBoy. You know, he's being arrested for having for trafficking humans.
Oh, really? I didn't hear about that.
No, bro, I just said it's like.
Oh,
because the younger generation.
Wait, you said it's like. I thought it was like. Oh shit! He
wasn't doing the take that.
Oh, okay. I was about to say,
NBA YoungBoy has been under house arrest for like 10 years.
I know he's a serial
in Utah.
I know he's a serial impregnator.
Oh, he's a Nick Cannoner. He's a Dwight Howarder. Not the other part of Dwight Howard.
No,
Dwight has like 8-9 kids.
Yeah.
You know, he's a Diddy. Diddy has about 9 kids. King Combs. Justin.
And somebody said
Quincy.
he had 4 daughters.
He has those 3 boys.
4 daughters.
That's 7.
So that's 7.
See,
He
he just posted a picture of like a little baby, like a couple of days ago.
8. So maybe about 8.
Yeah, and he at one point he said he adopted a white girl. I think she's going back to her parents now.
She should.
I think she said, "Mommy, I'm ready to come home."
I saw the news is breaking.
I don't want to be a bad girl anymore.
Man, no, because the thing about Diddy is this.
I call it karma.
All
the people that he did so terribly wrong.
I do.
The masters that could have failed people's family. When you do your research and you see how bad it was for Black Rob before he died, you will feel no remorse for this man. He never even went to go see him.
Well,
Craig Mack, it was one of those.
Mace said it himself. He said, "Look,
he didn't say it like that. He talks like 1 mile an hour."
No, he said,
"Yo,
man, I had to get up out of there.
You know what I'm saying?
I saw the writing on the wall. I had to get up out of there.
He won't pay me my money, so I had to become a pastor.
I saw the stuff he was doing,
and then I came back and did Welcome Back, and he didn't give me my money.
And then I saw all the things.
Pause.
I saw the tapes. I saw those tapes.
I don't think Mace saw the tapes.
No, I'm just messing.
I think Stevie J saw the tapes.
You think so?
Oh, Stevie J has been with me for a long time.
The person that's dry snitching. Actually, I won't even say dry snitching. Let me not say dry snitching. But the person that's the whistleblower is. He said the person that's a whistleblower is a fan of Stevie J. Like Stevie J is like his what do you call it? His role model,
mentor?
No, role model.
Okay.
Because he wanted to be a producer like Stevie J. I don't think he wanted to do the reality, but to become
I think Stevie J had to do the reality because he needed some money.
Yeah, thanks.
But I also think
Stevie J but to be honest though, I was looking at this dude's accomplishment. Yes,
no, he
has some hits.
But I'm saying right now. At some point Benzino owned the Source magazine.
Yeah,
and he was the one that was doing, I think, the Vibe Awards or the
Source Awards. Yeah, Source Awards.
And now,
and look how that turned out.
It was worse than BET,
bruh.
It was worse than Tubi.
It was the worst.
Tubi got some questions.
Dudes were going to music awards and getting shot at,
getting chairs thrown.
BET was like, "Nah, we can't even be."
We can't deal with this. We got to take y'all off the screen.
I was like, dang, bro.
Thank God we were over that era.
We
right?
are. We are.
Because
We are.
I
We've
think
grown.
The last we've learned.
Yes.
We haven't grown.
Okay, we've learned.
Will Smith still slapped Chris Rock. Keep my
I thought
wife's name out your mouth.
I thought we forgot about that.
No, I would
did.
never forget about
I
that.
forgot about that.
And where's Will Smith's career since then?
It's
He's tried to step away for so long. Jada's
It's-
talking about she's bringing back the table.
It's there, but
Well, he's a
it's
legend.
not there.
Exactly.
He's there, but
Because
not
of
there.
what he did.
Because of what he
protect
did.
His woman.
Like, how many people know?
Why he
how many
beat him
people
up
know
after
the Bad
show?
Boys are coming back?
Exactly.
I had somebody
he's
know.
using Martin Lawrence to promote it more than he is because he still has a lot of people that are, and just like you said earlier, that Rihanna has her fan base. Chris Rock has his fan base.
Oh, of course.
He's a very successful comedian,
he is.
and he's been in the game for a very long time.
Yes, he is.
And I almost don't think he gets the love that he's supposed to,
Nah,
because he's about 4 steps behind Chappelle.
I love Chris Rock.
He's about 4 steps behind Dave Chappelle.
4 steps.
Yeah, yeah. As far as his portfolio, not being funny.
okay. I thought
He's not funny to me.
Yeah,
Chris
he
Tucker
has
is
his
not
moments.
funny. To
He
me.
has his moments. Chris Tucker is a. I like
He's
him as an
acting
actor.
funny.
I
But
like him as
standing
an
up-
actor. Not stand up.
You know
not-
who's
yeah.
funny to me?
Who?
I love watching Desi Banks. Desi,
I haven't watched the stand up.
Country Wayne. No, not stand up. When I see his Instagram,
Yeah.
Country Wayne.
Yeah.
These people that make their comedy out of almost real life situations. You remember when he did a video of like how R&B videos used to be in the 90s, and it was "Can We Talk?" and he was acting like it was a 90s video, right? You almost prompted to want to go see how he performs live, stand up. And some people can always do both as well. They think they can, but they're better off sticking to one lane. But there are people like Dave Chappelle, he can do both, but he's a genius at stand up.
Yeah, I would say Dave Chappelle is
What was
both
the last
because
movie you saw him acting in?
who?
Dave Chappelle.
Well, I'm not even going by.
Half baked from everybody. They'll
Well, I
tell you
wasn't
the
even
same
going by the movie. I was going to go by his skit show.
thing. The Dave Chappelle show.
Yeah,
That was what, 20 years ago.
yeah.
And he's still a very relevant comedian.
Yeah.
He's a godfather to a lot of people. He is a god to a lot of.
I'm trying to
comedians.
think of. Okay, I'll say Eddie Murphy is there.
Oh,
That could do both.
Eddie Murphy he's an icon.
Yeah, I'll say he's
I feel like his situation.
Richard Pryor.
Richard is dead.
But he was still somebody that could do both.
Yeah, but we're not talking about dead people. Rest in peace. We're talking about people.
When was the last time Eddie Murphy? Actually, no, he just did Coming to America too.
And no, he's
That was
out
what
there.
about two.
If you're talking,
But what was the last?
stand-up,
No, I'm not talking about.
acting.
I'm
He's
talking about
also like 60 something years old, bro.
that nigga still be getting it in though. He
He.
ain't too young. He ain't too old for that.
Do you know what's interesting?
What
Martin Lawrence's daughter.
is married to his?
No, they're not
is
married
married
yet.
to,
Are they married already?
or they're engaged. One of the two.
Yeah. And then Martin said, "You got it." And then he said, "Nah, you got it," because I think it's the bride's family that's supposed to pay for the.
But who's richer though? The person that's richer to settle this. The person that's richer should pay for the wedding.
Who is richer?
I think I would go with Eddie.
Eddie.
I think I would. Go
Eddie's
Eddie.
richer than Martin.
Maybe not by
Because
much.
I think Martin's still pulling in a significant amount from his show.
The Martin show.
Yeah, it's his name.
But how much do you think he's getting though?
It might
Because you
not-
know,
it
over
might
the
not be
years it
much.
goes down.
It does, but he's still doing stuff to kind of still make money.
Yeah.
And then I think Eddie Murphy's richer. I just remembered Eddie Murphy did Shrek.
Somebody said Kevin Hart. No.
Fuck. Get the freak out of here with Kevin Hart. Is Kevin Hart funny to you? I think Kevin Hart is
He had a moment. It's over.
he's a token.
I would say his stand up
Tiffany
at the
Had-
beginning. The stand up at the beginning, I thought was funny. Like when he did Grown Little Man.
Is the
Grown Little Man is my favorite
peak
one
Kevin
out of
Hart,
all of them.
Yeah.
What about Tiffany Haddish?
No, not funny. No.
She tries to be too ghetto
Nah.
to appease to a certain crowd. That loud. you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
she's not funny to me. She's not funny. I would say Regina Hall's funnier to me than her.
Oh, I love Regina Hall.
And Regina Hall is
You know
not a
those
comedian.
old. You know those. I should not even have started it by saying old. You know those women that were in those movies that were in our era. The Sanaa Lathans,
Yeah.
Regina Hall,
Oh, they've aged
Nia
well.
Long.
They've aged well.
Who else? And then you have some people like, you remember Different World? Jasmine Guy?
Yeah.
Oh, she
She's
didn't.
not aging well.
Oh God. And Hillary
Sanaa
Banks.
Sanaa Lathan aged well.
Who put Sanaa Lathan in this?
You mentioned Sanaa Lathan.
Yeah, but I said, do you remember? And I wasn't talking about Sanaa Lathan anymore. I said Sanaa Lathan, Nia Long, Regina Hall.
Yeah, I was like, they
They
aged.
are
They
dimes.
aged. Yeah, they aged really well.
Why did Udoka do that to Nia?
Man,
Maybe at a certain. Do you believe at a certain age women just don't give? They don't give in anymore. I'm
What do you
too
mean?
tired. Like,
Oh,
men are still going to be. They're still going to want it.
No, I think it's actually, but it's actually
Women's sex drive goes
Yeah,
up.
that's what I was about to say.
That's what I've heard.
Scientifically, the older women get, the more their sex drive goes up,
Yeah.
and the lower. Well,
But she's an actress. She's a mother. She wrote
now
a
she's a
book.
mother. Yeah, because she had it. I was about to say Uduku.
Sound like he's a
Udoka.
real African. I'm like, what?
I was about to say she had Udoka's kid, right?
She had a kid before that too.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So she's a mother, an author, an actress, maybe a producer. She's all these stuff. Oh, another person in that pool is Kerry Washington also.
Yeah,
She-
Kerry
she-
Washington.
I think she was married to a Nigerian at some point. I don't know if they're still married, but she was married to a Nigerian. And now you have actresses that I don't know. I think the only one that I can, Issa Rae's nice.
She is nice.
Issa Rae and Insecure gave a lot of black people a different side. And a lot,
I love it.
these three producers really did open up the creativity for black people. Keep this in mind. Jordan Peele, right?
Uh-huh.
You had Issa Rae. Is that her name? Issa Rae?
Issa, yeah.
Because there's also Lisa Rae, right?
No, it's Issa. Lisa Rae.
Lisa Rae's the one that.
Oh,
was the
Lisa
Players
Rae's a
Club.
light skin, yeah, for Players Club.
And then you have Childish Gambino, aka Donald Glover. These three people, they do movies and shows that's completely different from the norm. I love Spike Lee's movies. I love some of Tyler Perry's movies and shows, but they're
Tyler
freaking
Perry's-
predictable.
Good job, Tyler Perry.
No, but that joint that they said they had on Netflix with Kelly Rowland, they had every woman glued to the TV. And I don't even know what this movie's about.
I don't know what it's about.
But I want to watch Kelly Rowland. And I know you do too. That's why you made that sound right there. Like, I've been trying to, but I've been so busy. And then I got
I'm
home.
not. Look, I've met quite a few celebrities in my life.
Have you met Kelly?
If I meet her,
You're gonna impregnate her?
no.
Oh, okay.
But
You're
I
not
will
going on a
be.
date?
I will be starstruck,
Starstruck.
and I don't get starstruck.
What did she ask for a hug? That's what you got. What if that song? How that song go? Body to body, skin to skin. Where have you been?
I'll be like, this is my only chance. Forgive me. No. Kelly Rowland has always been. She's always been my favorite out of Destiny Child. Let me be real with you.
Would you be starstruck if it was Beyonce?
Not as much as Kelly.
Rihanna?
Not as much as Kelly.
Rihanna.
Funny enough, I really do know how to. I do know how to like show composure when I'm meeting celebrities.
You've met some celebrities.
Yeah, and I don't, and I'm never.
Who's to you? Who's the most famous celebrity that you've met? Don't tell me that dude from B2K.
Nigga,
I will end this
Chill out.
right now,
chill out. No,
and I will put you on the investigation while they arrest you, bro.
I've met what's her name from what? Okay, you remember John White? You know John White, right?
Yeah, the actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The karate
Yeah,
swole.
he was in one of Tyler Perry. Why did I get married?
You know his wife, the one that played his wife.
Yeah.
I've met her.
Oh, what's it? She's
I'm trying to remember her name.
something Smith. She has a twin
Yeah.
because she directed some of 50's Power Book. You met her?
I met her.
Oh yeah, I saw you post that.
Yeah, we actually sat next to each other
Did y'all-
at
did
an
y'all
award
talk?
show. Yeah, we talked, and then she was talking to Maddie, who I was working with. She took me to do behind the scenes footage for her. So I was sitting in between Maddie, and I was sitting, and she had me on the other side, even though they were talking across me. But you know,
You were the mediator.
I introduced myself when I first sat down.
Tasha Smith.
She's
Thank
a
you,
nice-
Mantra.
yes, Tasha.
Tasha Smith. She has a twin sister.
She's nice. She's really
nice.
nice, and she's really pretty too.
I love when you meet a
Especially-
celebrity that's nicer than you probably expected.
Yeah,
And I hear a lot about that with Shaquille O'Neal. That when you meet him, he's a very, very nice, honest person.
I couldn't stand next to Shaquille, bro.
He can't see you, bro.
I know. That's why I wouldn't stand next
You
to
be like,
him.
hey, Shaq, you be like, oh, who's that? My name is Shaquille O'Neal. Who calls my name? Shazam.
You want some Papa John's?
Do you want some
Pepperoni pizza?
You want a suit from JCPenney?
Man, you know, I used to have his sneakers at one time.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I used to have those Shaqs.
Go to Payless and get it for $39.99.
Yep.
Or if you fill up your tank at certain chevrons, you get it for free. I'm messing with you. Just messing with you. No, but I still think that the whole situation that's going down with the investigation, there will be some things that come out. Right?
Yeah, I would say at least let us give them a month and see what's going on. If they shut up, then we know what's up. But if they, because I was hearing that they took bags out with them.
They're going to. So
I said when after they raided, they were bringing out bags of stuff
because they seized all of his electronics. That's what the raid is for, because they need to find all this stuff that has been alleged. Right. And what I'm telling you is that I believe he cleared out his game room before they actually got there. He took care of that. He had people fly out, maybe 5 people. 3 people, 1 person, and then some on him, and they took it to his island where there's no. It's not like the FBI can go to his island. You have to fly in; they're gonna see you flying in.
But then
he owns that island.
And then, but I also saw some damaging images that could really go against them with the proof.
That I'll count down.
Because when I saw the paperwork of the lawsuit of the person that was whistleblowing, they showed. Okay, do you remember this time? I think it was maybe a year or 2 ago, when there was a shooting at one of his studios. At one of Diddy's studios, and they said the guy was shot outside of the building.
I can't remember, but
it was. I can't remember what year, but it was recently. It was maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay.
So the police came, right?
Mm-hmm.
They, according to the reports, it said that the shooting happened outside of the building.
Mm-hmm.
It actually happened inside of the building in a bathroom,
and they cover up for him.
And the local police allegedly covered up for him. I think it was L.A.
Okay, so it must have been the state that he's very familiar with. And I think the 3 states he's familiar with, or the 3 places he's familiar with, is Los Angeles, New York, and Atlanta.
Yeah. So I think
there's a lot of connection here too.
I believe it was L.A. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the guy that whistleblowed, he showed Whistleblew. He showed pictures of the bathroom with the bloody tissues and all of that.
Proof that this actually happened.
Yeah, because he said he was the one that was trying. Because he said the guy got shot. I think it is leg or torso.
Oh yeah, that's the video you were playing for me earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And so he said he was the one that was putting pressure onto the wound to prevent from loss of blood.
Did he die?
No. I think they said he
survived,
but we don't know where he's at no more.
Oh, well, he's going to be in hiding because he survived this, and they probably want to finish him off because then this whole lawsuit that alleges that this didn't happen the way that the police are saying could open up the window
bigger,
for you're right,
bigger lawsuit.
Right. Exactly, you're right.
So
we don't necessarily know what's going to come out of it, but what we do know is that in our community, when we do see evil, we need to point it out and shy away from it.
Yeah.
Our sound producer was saying earlier that our women in our society need to also understand that there's a different way other than you almost selling your soul to get that bag, right? And at some point in your life, you can get as many bags as you want, but you can never get your soul back.
Amen.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Very much so true.
And that soul is something that God gave only you. As much as, and I've known him his whole life, and he is one of the most loyal people I've ever met. But when he goes home, I don't know what he does. He could be a serial killer. That's his soul and his conscience. Look at him looking like I could be. I think I am. G-Dog, can you walk me to my car? I'm scared.
No, I'll walk you. Let's stop by my car real quick.
I'm going to order an Uber. I don't want to wait till the Uber get here. But what I'm trying to say is that even with the parents, where Diddy's like, I'll fund your parents' life too. I'll cut them a check of like $10,000 every month. Money isn't everything. It's right. Don't get me wrong. Money is
it's important.
It is sweet.
It's important.
It sounds like just like it's sweet though.
Money
sweet though. Man. But at some point,
It's almost like a drug addict, right? That has been doing drugs for like years and years and years, and their nose is not the same anymore. And one day they look themselves in the mirror and they're like, "Who are you?"
Exactly. Diddy can walk in here right now. I would not fuck with him.
Well,
And I can tell, we can tell based on how you've been talking about him.
Out on my mind.
And she has a conscience. And
But-
she has a she when they say, "Do you have a price?" Remember I asked you this question on a podcast a couple of months ago, and I said they offer you $1 billion
to do what?
to get on your knees for Diddy.
And do what?
Take that. $1 billion.
Nah.
You can't be
So
bought.
your soul can't be there.
But they're people.
Carishes can
they're
be
people.
bought.
Exactly. They're people
And
that their souls can be
And
bought.
to wrap this up, at some point, Carisha is going to sit down, look at her son,
She gonna regret it.
look at her future, and
Yeah,
be like,
she's definitely going to regret it.
that's why she gets condemned.
Thank you.
Because she could have avoided all of this
Thank you.
by walking away.
You're right.
Thank you.
But you're saying you won't condemn it.
But guess what? She had that. But guess what? Listen, no. Before we leave, listen.
Oh my.
Listen, think about this though. She has a child. Her music career isn't taking off the way she wants to. Her podcast isn't taking off.
You're right.
No, well, she got the podcast, with after Diddy,
Mhm.
but her music career wasn't taking off the way she wanted to.
Mhm.
So that means that money. And let's be real. Once you start living a certain lifestyle, it's hard to say I'm going to go back to where I was.
One name, Iggy Azalea.
What about Iggy?
Wasn't she also
She
making?
do OnlyFans now.
Why didn't Carisha do that to make her money?
I don't know. You got to ask them that.
My point is that Iggy is like, I'm not going to sell my soul to these certain people. I'm going to make the money my
I'm gonna
way.
sell my soul to OnlyFans.
to millions of people. Give me your subscription.
And I'm gonna
Lagos-
make this money because she's
Lagos-
one of the top earners.
Of course she is. Everybody want to see that.
Yes, she's
There's
one of the top
some
earners.
infatuation. I'm going to tell you this right now. I know you're going to hate this. Before we and we're going to talk about this in the next show.
Yeah, we will.
The infatuation that certain black men have for a thick white girl, even if it's bought.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
You can have a beautiful ebony standing right in front of you, same body, different skin color, and they're going for that snow bunny. Not
We'll
every
get-
man.
We'll get that. We're just gonna leave y'all on that.
And I'm also
cliffhanger.
going to say one thing: interracial dating is not wrong. Love is love. But I'm trying to understand why it's such a weakness for some of our black men in our community. Is it the same thing as like white men being weak to certain black women? They don't like a woman with a big, but they like a little something there,
I think
like a Rihanna shape.
I think with white men they like
That tight.
an athletic type build.
We like.
Not
What do black men like?
as long as you got a big booty. We
You know,
good.
how you were saying you was about to mispronounce Udoka's name.
Yeah.
We black men like that.
That gayats. That yash.
Because that's the first thing that happens when a girl with a doonky dunk walks right past us. We be like, God damn! What the fuck?
Or if you're African,
Or you be like,
Jesu.
Chineke.
Yeah. But we'll see you this Sunday, actually. I saw it. And we will see you next time.
Oh my God.
On
I'm
Lagos
ending
Traffic.
this. Bye.
We'll be back next week. Don't mind our